Watch me transform this old, ugly, dirty, and broken down Honda Civic, and within days turn it into an asset that makes me thousands of dollars. We had to do a bunch of work on this car, including some engine work, a full restoration, and many more. Stay tuned to find out how I sell these cars so quick, how I add a ton of value, and how much we end up making on this car. All right, guys, what's going on? We're at a Honda dealership today, and you guys may be wondering, why are we at a Honda dealership? We're here today at a Honda dealership to pick up a car that we actually got off auction. It's a 2008 Honda Civic, super clean, and I'm showing you guys the process of actually picking up this car today and how I pick up most of my cars. Sometimes we get them off Facebook, sometimes we get them from auction like this. We paid 2,500 bucks for it. Go find this thing and we'll check it out and see if it's good. All right, guys, so whenever we pick up a car from auction, we always come to a big dealer and they basically get it out for you. All right, y'all, we just got the keys. Okay, let's see where this is. I think it has an exhaust leak. That's what it said in the thing. Hopefully all else is good. All right, here it is, guys. Our brand new Civic Flip. Let's check it out. Oh, some rust right here. It's not a big deal. Some rust right here. That's fixable. Okay, but there's also some rust over here. Easily fixable. This, a little bit more of a challenge, and the roof's faded. We're not even gonna worry about the roof. It's not a big deal. The rest of the car looks super clean. Let's give it a start. Oh, it's misfiring. I don't know if I can drive this back. I might need to get this towed. It's actually the first time I haven't been able to drive a car back. I don't want to damage the engine and cost more money. We just ordered transport. We had to pay $240 extra to get it back from here to our shop. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have this old 2008 Honda Civic that we are completely restoring. It is extremely dirty. It has some engine problems. So we are actually going to be doing some mechanical work on this thing today, as requested by you guys and myself, to get out of my own comfort zone. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and let's get right into it. All right, guys, it's been about a week since we dealt with the Honda Civic. You guys saw the last clip. It got delivered finally, and now we're at the parts store to get some coils and spark plugs. We're gonna get them, see how much it costs, and we're gonna do the work ourselves. It's crazy because the night before, I've been thinking of ways to make these YouTube videos better. I literally wrote down the night before, do more mechanical work out of comfort zone. So that's what we're doing today, boys. We're out of the comfort zone, doing some mechanical work. This should be interesting, man. Let me get the spark plugs, coils, and I'll show you guys what we got. And then we're gonna get them done today, and hopefully that fixes the car. Let's really freaking hope we don't need a new engine, because we don't want to lose money on this car. All right, guys, we got 1 coil and 4 spark plugs. The lady just said we need 1 coil, so we'll see about that. I haven't even scanned the codes on it, so we're gonna turn on. We're not gonna start up the car. We're just gonna turn it on and find out what codes it's giving us to see if it's just 1 ignition coil potentially that we need to do. But if it's like multiple misfires in different cylinders, then we'll know that we need multiple ignition coils. We're just gonna turn on the power. We're not gonna start the car because I don't even want to hear what that sounds like. And we have our scanner here. We're just gonna plug this in and see what it says. All right, we got it plugged in. The OBD. Let's see what it's saying. It's okay. Cylinder 4 misfire. Random misfire, cylinder 3, cylinder 4. We're probably gonna need another coil then for cylinder 3 and 4. So we're gonna replace all the spark plugs, and we're gonna replace 2 coils because it's misfiring on cylinder 4 and 3. All right, we got all the supplies right here. And by the looks of it, it looks like these 2 coils have been changed, but not these 2. I believe we just take a 10mm socket, take them off, and then we should be good from there. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video on how to actually do this just so I don't mess anything up, and then let's get it. Okay, so to take these off, we'll unplug these first. Boom, unplugged. Unplugged. Now we just think it's actually pretty easy. Okay, it came off pretty chill. We got the first one off. Boom, second one off. Now what? We just pull this off? Oh my God, is that the spark plug in there? Oh shit, how are we gonna get that out? Now I know this is a very easy job, but I've never done something like this before. We first took out the coils and then the spark plugs. Okay, we finally got the correct socket. We're removing spark plugs for the first time, dude. This is crazy. In order to get the spark plugs out, you have to use a special socket that's long enough to actually get to the spark plug. Oh, we got it. Okay, let's see. Is that cooked or what? Boom. Second one, fried. So this is what the bad one looks like. And this is what the good one looks like. That's a big difference. Now it's time to put the new ones in. Boom. Now we throw it in there. Get it in there. I don't know how tight we gotta do this, but we're just gonna do it so the next person can't get it off. All right, now we put the coils on. We got 2 brand new coils on here. So now we just toss this in there. And just like so. You plug in the new ones, that's on. The other one, that's on. We're just gonna tighten up the bolts, then we're gonna start it up. Okay, that's on there. Good. Shall we start it up? All right, guys, we're gonna start it up now. We got the coils, new spark plugs on cylinder 3 and 4, which is where it was misfiring. I've never done this before. It's easy work. All right, moment of truth. It sounds good. Yeah, dude. Let's go, man. It's running good. It's running good. I know this was like not a crazy thing, but I literally just fixed the engine basically. Y'all who watch my videos, you guys know I don't do mechanical work. But like, this is my first time doing something. It runs perfect. And just like that, the car was fully fixed. It sounded so bad before, but something as simple as replacing the spark plugs and coils, the car was driving perfect again. And it was time to worry about the rest of it. Now to get this Civic fully back up to shape, we're gonna have to do the headlights. The interior is honestly super disgusting. I haven't had one this dirty in a long time. It's filthy. It is nasty. I'm not excited to do it. It does have a couple rust spots we're gonna be fixing. And the front and rear bumper both have a big like dent in it, but it's not that big a deal. I don't think that'll be too big a deal. And the roof is a little bit paint faded. That's a common issue for a Honda Civic. We're not even going to deal with that either. We mainly want to focus on the things that are going to add a ton of value. Obviously that would add some value, but the person who's going to buy it is going to buy it for the reliability of a Honda Civic and the low kilometers. But obviously we'll clean it up, make the headlights look good, get everything looking a lot better. Now for a 2008 Honda Civic, this car was in pretty good shape. Obviously it had some dents, a couple little rust spots. The interior was completely disgusting. The door trims were disgusting. The seats were disgusting. The headlights were super foggy, so we got to that first. As always, we got all our supplies. We got a 1500 and a 3000 grit sanding paper. You want to go with a higher grit sander just so you don't scratch the headlights. We got our microfiber, our polish, as well as our drill with the polisher attachment. So let's get it. To start with this process, you always want to spray down the headlight. You don't want to be sanding if it is not moist on the surface. You'll completely scratch the headlight. And after the surface is moist, you use your 1500 to 2000 grit sanding paper and completely sand down the whole headlight, watching all the yellow paste come off. Then you take your drill attachment with polish, then you fully coat the headlight with the polish, then buff it out with a microfiber, and this is what it comes out looking like. The car is transformed. The headlights are clear. Instead of yellow, ugly, looking like piss, honestly, the headlights are now clear and super shiny again. This adds a ton of value. All right, boys, now we're gonna do this disgusting interior. This is honestly one of the worst ones I've seen in a while, so it's gonna be a nice transformation. Let's get it. We started off this interior by taking out the mats. Look at all the dirt fly off them. Absolutely disgusting. But anyways, we took our pressure washer, completely sprayed them down, got them cleaned up again. We took our degreaser and fully cleaned up each mat. These mats went from having a ton of dirt on them to now fully cleaned up again and looking a lot better. And now it's time to tackle the disgusting interior. It was super dusty. We vacuumed the full thing up to start. This took me quite some time because it was super dirty. Usually it takes around 15 to 20 minutes to fully vacuum and clean the car. This one may have taken me 30 to 40. And as you guys can see from this video, all the trim pieces were disgustingly dirty. Inside the cup holders, the door trim, the dash, it was filthy. So to solve that problem, we took our all-purpose, our microfiber, and went to work, wiping down every single piece of trim that had dust and dirt. We wiped it down, and it was looking a lot better after. Compared to before, this car was in mint condition, clean. Obviously not perfect, but good enough for the new buyers. Now we got to deal with the rust spot on the two right rear sides. It's funny because every time we get a Civic, we always see the same rust spots. So we're going to be dealing with those. Let's get those done. Actually, I don't know what this thing is right here. It's like a tongue. It's like the Civic's tongue. What the hell is this? Oh, it's like the weather strip. All right, we'll worry about this later. We'll just leave it like that for now. It's got a little tongue sticking out. All right, boys, we're now removing the rust. We got our glasses, we got our mask, our drill with the wire brush attachment. Let's get it, man. When removing rust, you always want to be protected. We're using our wire brush and wearing glasses this time because I have had a piece of metal fly up and actually hit the glasses. We took our wire brush to every single rust spot, completely tearing it down to metal, getting rid of that ugly rust. All right, boys, we got our Bondo. We're gonna apply some Bondo onto the metal and then smoothing it out. Let's make it look decent again. Hopefully this turns out all right. We're gonna sand it down and stuff after too. We're gonna slab a Bondo, smack it down right there like so. We're gonna take your hardener. This is really important because if you don't have the hardener, Bondo won't work. I think it's good enough. Now we apply the Bondo. And now it's time to smoothen out the surface. Honestly, it takes some practice to be good at Bondo. Obviously, I'm not the best yet. They still don't come out super smooth. But each time, I feel like I have been getting better at using the Bondo. All right, guys, now we wait for each spot to dry. Then once they dry, we'll be able to sand them down, primer it, paint it. It'll look great again. We're gonna be sanding down the Bondo with multiple grits, starting from low to high, and then get it smooth. Primer, boom, 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 boom. I used my orbital sander this time to completely sand down the Bondo, and it worked so much better than the drill attachment one. Honestly, the tools you use really matter in getting a good job done. We continued to sand down each single spot until it was smooth as it could be, and we had to feel it to make sure it was good. I then took my primer and completely primered each spot. All right, boys, now it is time to paint our Bondo here. This side didn't turn out that good. We're gonna paint it up. Hopefully it looks good. We're gonna do a quick sand with 3000 grit to smoothen it out. We're gonna do each spot. All right, guys, we got our exact paint match now. Get this looking good. We got an exact paint match to this car from the local hardware store. They were able to make it for us exactly. It took a couple coats to clear over the primer. All right, guys, we got the paint done. It doesn't look too bad, man. I just got to get better at these Bondo jobs. Like, the paint matches perfectly. It's just the Bondo jobs are a little bit rough. So that's the one thing I'm slacking on. Like, otherwise, looks great. All right, boys, now we're gonna get some listing photos of our Civic. Actually, let's see if we can fix this little front bumper tongue that's sticking out. All right, so we're just plugging it back in, basically. Well, there we go. Now that's not dragging. Awesome. And before the listing photos, we obviously washed it down real quick to make sure it was shining. Added the tire shine, of course, we can't forget that. And then we went to our favorite listing spot to get the photos. All right, boys, a little update. It has been a super busy week at the shop here. I picked up that Mazda 3 you guys will see soon, and this Honda Odyssey from Facebook. But anyways, back to the Civic, which is the car that we're focusing on right now. We just sold it. We listed it 2 days ago. The first day I listed it, for some reason, my Facebook didn't show the listing to anyone. I had 0 messages, 3 views. If something like that happens, you have to delete the listing, wait a day, relist it. We relisted it, and then a day later, the first people who actually came to check it out bought it. They're looking for something reliable, which is why I always choose the Civics, Corollas, Toyotas, all that stuff. It's literally an unlimited gold mine, dude. So we literally just sold this thing, and I think we're gonna make a decent amount of money. We gotta go take it in for the safety. We changed the spark plugs already. It does still have an exhaust leak, so that'll need to be done, and maybe some brakes. Otherwise, it's a super mint car, so I don't see us spending too much money on getting it fixed up. We got some profit to make on this thing. Also, guys, we have a new series on the way, and we're starting that series with the Mazda, so you guys will see soon. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys, I got a haircut. Don't make fun of me, but we picked up this Civic from the mechanic, and it's delivery day. We got the plates for the new buyer. They're picking it up in about half an hour, so we'll probably put our mats in here. I'll show you guys, put on the plates, and then this thing is gone, and we have to go through how much money we made. We had to do some work for the safety, so I mean, now the only thing to do is get this ready for them and then collect the money. So let's get it, man. Then the absolute finishing touch. Looks like we only have 2 left, but we're gonna put on some thank you mats, of course. We'll throw one thank you mat on this side. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this thing. Fully transformed, driving good, and now the buyers are gonna pick it up. All right, guys, a little update on the Civic. After selling the car, I'm a little bit silly because, and you guys are gonna point it out, I'm sure you guys will point it out and notice in the video, when the car was misfiring, I only replaced 2 coils and 2 spark plugs. So obviously they all go at the same time. I should have done all of them, and they ended up coming back saying the car was like cooked. Anyways, I went and fixed it. Took me 5 minutes this time, and it was no issue. So one thing you can learn from my mistake there, if you're doing spark plugs and coils, just do them all at the same time. So we ended up spending a little bit more. So let's go through how much we actually made on this car now and how much profit we are in. So we initially bought this Honda Civic for $2,700 after taxes, fees. It did have engine disclosures on the auction. I took the risk on it because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone for these videos. Now let's go through everything we spent on repairs for it. For just the coils and the spark plugs, we spent $286. We had to get some paint and Bondo supplies, so between the two, we spent $85. I actually had to spend $80 on an Uber to get the car to and from the mechanic because I didn't have anyone to drive with me. So sometimes you have to factor in costs just like that. We spent $100 on registering the car for the buyer, and the safety in total, it needed brakes, exhaust work, and 2 shocks, I believe. So that led us, plus labor, led us to $1,050 within parts and labor, which isn't terrible. So that puts us at a grand total invested in the Civic at $4,301. We sold it for $6,000 within 2 days after listing it to the first people who actually came to check it out. They ended up buying it. They went and thought about it, and then they came back and bought it 2 hours later. So that leaves us with a total profit of $1,699. We had this car for a span of 5 days. It's not too bad at all, and it really adds up. If you're doing multiple cars at a time, you can really stack up your profits. Honestly, guys, I really enjoyed doing the engine work. It was so satisfying seeing it go from not running, barely running. We couldn't even drive the thing home to then fixing it up. Obviously, it wasn't anything crazy, but we fixed it up, and seeing it drive, being able to drive it was so satisfying. So I kind of want to get into more things like that, where we can just do a couple things like that, fix it, add a ton of value, and maybe even get into some German cars that, you know, some people may say that's a mistake. I don't know. I kind of want to try flipping one at least this summer, or 2 or 3 or 4, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what y'all think, and if we do get a German car, what kind of German car should we get? BMW, Audi, Mercedes? I'm thinking kind of more on the lines of like a 435i, 335i, something something like that. Or we could go find like a G35 Coupe, 350Z, something in that range of sport car, because it is summer right now. I think something like that would fly, maybe a G37. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel. I'm open to broadening my horizon from just the boring flips. I mean, they are the bread and butter, but I am open to expanding. So let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. If you guys watched to the end of this video, thank you so much. I'll catch you boys in the next one. We have a big announcement in the next video, so I'll catch you guys then. Have a great day. Peace.